Good afternoon and happy Independence Day to all our viewers. I, Vishwarupa Rath, welcome you all to the digital media platform of Uday India. While celebrating the sweet ceremony of 75 years of independence, we are reminded of the great poem by Rabindranath Tagore, which I shall present before starting with today's news headlines. Where the mind is without fear. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of the truth, where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert stand of sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. To start from the beginning of it all, it is important to know why 15th August was the chosen date for this special occasion. Why did Mountbatten choose 15th August? The reason why Mountbatten picked 15th August was because that the day coincided with the second anniversary of Japan's surrender in the World War II. As India marks the 75 years of its independence, Space Kids India unfurled the Indian flag about 30 kilometers above the planet. The flag was sent to an altitude of 106,000 feet above the planet on a balloon that unfurled. The event was a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav slogan and under the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to celebrate the historic anniversary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed the nation from the ramparts of Red Fort on the 76th Independence Day. Modi spoke almost 74 minutes, and this was his ninth Independence Day speech. Prime Minister Modi stressed that India's fight against corruption is entering a decisive period as he listed two big challenges of corruption and nepotism that are faced by the country. During his 1 hour and 23-minute speech, he also announced five resolutions for the country for the next 25 years that he described as Amrit Kal. This year, two advanced towed artillery gun system, ATAGs, howitzers, joined the battery that fired along with other 25-pounder, officials have said. The ATAGS is an indigenous 155 into 52 caliber howitzer gun developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, with its Pune-based Facility Armament Research and Development Establishment being the nodal agency. In a first, an indigenously developed howitzer gun ATAG became part of the 21 gun salute during the Independence Day ceremony at the Red Fort. Developed by the DRDO, the advanced towed artillery gun system was used alongside the traditional British origin 25-pounders artillery guns. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also referred to the gun while speaking about the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative of the centre during his Independence Day speech. I quote, "Today, for the first time in 75 years since independence, a made in India artillery gun was used in the 21 gun salute that is given to the tricolour. All Indians will be inspired and empowered by this sound. And that is why today I want to thank our armed forces for carrying the responsibility of Atmanirbharta on their shoulders in an organized manner." With the reopening of Red Fort after Independence Day on 16th August, it will have a restaurant as a new addition, with Cafe Delhi Heights, new outlet inside the complex, throwing its door open to patrons from August 16th. The Red Fort becomes the country's first national monument to host a full-fledged restaurant. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday laid out a development strategy for the next 25 years of India. The strategy, which he called Panchapran, includes five pledges for India's future. PM Modi said India has to focus on five areas in the coming years. These include a developed India, freedom from the idea of servility, pride in heritage, fulfilling one's duty. Congress President Sonia Gandhi on Monday alleged that a self obsessed government is hell bent on trivializing the sacrifices of freedom fighters, and the party will strongly oppose such attempts made for political gains. Sonia Gandhi attacked the government a day after the BJP released a video narrating its version of events that led to India's partition in 1947, in which it tangentially accused the top Congress leadership at the time and showed pictures of Jawaharlal Nehru and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. RSS Sarang Sangh Chalak Mohanji Bhagwat celebrated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav at RSS headquarters, and he opined that India got freedom after lots of struggle and it needs to be self reliant. Shri Bhagwat stressed on the fact that people should think what they can give to the country and the society rather than what they can give, rather than to ask what the country or society is giving them. He informed that RSS has worked hard for creating an awareness about patriotism and imbibing it into amongst the people of the country. Sri Bhagwat said you need to maintain relations with the world but on your own terms. And for it, you need to become that capable. Those who want to be independent should also become capable in keeping respect of their country. Former Mumbai Zonal Director of Narcotics Control Bureau Sameer Wankhede has filed a defamation complaint against former Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik, based on which the city police have registered a case against NCP leader Mr. Wankhede lodged the complaint on Sunday after getting a clean chit from Mumbai District Caste Certificate Verification Committee of Maharashtra Social Justice Department. The village of Etah in Agra will finally get a proper power supply in 2 months, as claimed by the electricity department officials. This is literally the light at the end of the tunnel for them, and hence a moment of great relief. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai said today that his government has decided to launch new schemes on sanitation, nutrition, and for the well being of farmers, laborers, and the brave soldiers of the state on the 75th anniversary of India's independence. He also said that the state government wants to empower Karnataka to make a contribution of at least $1 trillion to fulfill Prime Minister Narendra Modi's dream of transforming India into a $5 trillion US economy. Punjab's intelligence chief IGP Jatinder Singh Alok and Director Bureau Investigation B. Chandrasekhar have been awarded with President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service. Yesterday, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar launched a national education policy in Kurukshetra University. It is the first university in the state to implement NEP with a defined structure template and detailed curriculum in its undergraduate programs on its on-campus colleges. India's test specialist Cheteshwar Pujara paved way to a career best list A score of 174, notching up his second 100 in a span of 48 hours as Sussex amassed a mammoth 378 for 6 against Surrey in the Royal London Cup one-day championship on Sunday. This was the news for today. Stay tuned for the latest news updates. Jai Hind.